Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be playing in, once again, the AMX 1375 Defender, which is, of course, the brand new Tier 8 light tank entering World of Tanks Blitz with crates. Yeah, the crates suck. Definitely not worth the price. You should not be spending your money to try and gamble on this vehicle in the slightest, because these are some of the most ludicrously and expensive priced crates I've ever seen in the game. But apart from the crates, is this vehicle anything from what I originally thought when I first played my 2 games in this vehicle? Of course, when you only play 2 games in the tank, you really don't get the biggest impression on how it's going to play, especially a vehicle like the AMX Defender. And after playing it, I've definitely uncovered a lot of things that I didn't really notice originally, so I figured why not make a second follow-up video just to let any people know that if they did get their hands on it, what it's like, but as well what you're missing out on and what you're not missing out on if you didn't get your hands on this vehicle. So if we take a look here at the AMX 1390, this vehicle, of course, is the standard stock Tech Tree 1390. It's a very, very good vehicle. I will say there's a couple big advantages for the AMX Defender. The biggest one is the standard penetration sitting at 215 millimeters. I keep forgetting how good that pen is, but it literally has the ability to butter through Tier 8 armor, which is rare for a Tier 8 light tank, of course. It also has a very nice clip, able to deal just about the same damage with 600 in the clip, but it carries some major drawbacks. The biggest drawback is the ammunition loadout. The AMX 1390 and the Defender carry the exact same amount of shells possible. They both carry 48. The difference is that the AMX 1390 is a 90 millimeter, capable of dealing 225 a shot, which means that in total you've got about 10,000 effective damage you can get out in an entire game if you were able to non-stop shoot every single AP shell. How much does the AMX Defender get? Oh boy, 7,200. And that means if you were to pen every singular shell. Now, judging that some of the highest games recorded in Tier 8 are over 7,500 damage, that's not great news for the Defender, because, yeah, that means if you're in some really, really tricky games, you might actually run out of ammo. In fact, you'll notice, originally, when I started playing this tank earlier today, I had 8 premium rounds loaded on the premium, and I had, I think, 8 on the HE. There was actually so little premium rounds that I ran out of premium on one of the games I played later today, which wasn't great. I ran out of standard on one of the games. You don't really do that in the 1390 because it's only got 3 shells in the clip, so it doesn't burn through as much ammo. Only having 9 shells in this tank and 9 shells on the HE is 3 clips, where you have to actually carry 12 to carry 3 clips worth on this vehicle, and you'll notice I'm not actually running any high explosive because I find it too much of a drawback to run HE, especially because the HE damage is only 15 more than the standard. That means with a whole clip, you're only getting out 45 more damage. Yeah, what's the point? So, honestly, I started to notice a lot of issues with the 1390, and not the 1390, the AMX Defender. This vehicle is almost like the Manticore in World of Tanks PC. It's got quite poor DPM for a Tier 8. It's got quite poor ammo loadout, just like the Manticore, which is not great. So I will say, I do like the vehicle. I think it's way more exciting than the AMX 1390, but playstyle-wise, I'm averaging more average damage in the 1390 and as well win rate. It's a lot harder to carry in this vehicle because it takes more ammo. Of course, with a longer clip, it is more shells that you have to penetrate. With the AMX 1390, it's 3 shells. You either pen the 3 shots or you don't. This vehicle, you have to sit here and try and penetrate all 4 shells. So yeah, it's not great, especially when you're in an autoloader and you're just getting 1 shell out and then you're going to dip away. Only dealing 160 damage is not the most. So we're going to see what we can do here. We got the Ag Panther 2 right there. There's 1 shell into him. I did not know if he was aiming at me, but it looks like he is. But that's not too bad, judging that we were able to get 853 buckaroos right off him. Pretty good shots, especially when you add in that fire. So that's some really nice things coming from the Defender there. That's where the tank is nice, getting out those shells. But honestly, the AMX 1390 would have done the exact same result there. Just with it would have even been the exact same time as well. What I personally thought would have been really exciting is if Wargaming made this tank have 110 damage per shot with a 6-shell autoloader. I thought that just sounded really, really fun. But, of course, that was my personal opinion, so let's see what we can do here. We've got the T-54A2 Shark off to the side, the enemy T-49 over here, who we only were able to get 1 shell out on. That kinda sucks, especially because that 49 just absolutely nuked our Jägertiger. But we're going to drive our way off to the side here. I see the IS-5, we got the Shark. I got to be very careful, of course, so let's wait here. Let's wait until our shells are reloaded, and then hopefully we can get some nice shells maybe into the the T-54E2 Shark. It looks like he is quite fixated, though, on getting some shells out. So let's see. If he shoots my teammates here, we should hopefully be able to back up and maybe pump some big old shells into the lower plate of the Shark. So there's one. There's two. Let's get some more. There's three. And let's get that fourth. Oh, unfortunately, that fourth one not going in. Again, that's one of the disadvantages with having 4 shells, is you have to penetrate all 4 of your shells. It's also an advantage because you have the ability to, you know, kind of get away with not penning all of your shells. If you pen 3, it's more of an advantage if you're only penetrating, you know, 2 of them on the AMX 1390. But at the same time, it can be a big disadvantage. So let's finish off the Shark. And then let's make our way over to the T-49. There's 1, there's 2, and there is the third coming in from my teammate in the T-26, whatever his name is, T-26E3 Eagle 7. So this was a game in the AMX 13 Defender, which, as you saw, even though we put in a lot of effort there, we tried to support our team, we were only able to get out around 1,960 damage. So now let's pull out, which I probably should have done in the original video, let's pull out the AMX 1390 and compare the advantages and the disadvantages of this vehicle to the AMX 13 Defender. So as I said, the main advantage of the Defender is that standard pen. It's fantastic, but I gotta say, the HE is, first of all, a massive thing I love in the 1390, because I think it's 270 alpha, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it is. It is. It's 270, which is quite good. Instead of only having a 45 hit point increase on all 4 of your shells on the actually, yeah, it's not 45, it's like 60 on the 13 Defender. This tank is very nice because it's got like 75 hit points, or not 75, but it's about 50 hit points increased on each shell, which means in total you're dealing about 150 more damage per shot as well with the increased standard shot ammo. Very nice. So I've actually really been liking the AMX 1390 Defender. It was always one of my favorite vehicles, and especially lately after the buff, it's actually, if you didn't know, the top performing light tank currently in World of Tanks Blitz, which is really cool. So let's see what we can do in this game. So what do we got up against us? E75. Let's do the old pokey spot thing here. This is where you poke this position right here, get some nice spots in the enemy team. As you can see, wasn't even detected myself, which is very good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to plop off to the side over here. This is a very good position, so if you want to get some nice shots into the enemy team, let's back up, not bother with trying to do that anymore. So the advantage of this vehicle, of course, as I said, is the alpha per shot, but as well, the premium pen isn't too far off from the AMX 13 Defender. It's actually quite similar, if you didn't know. It's 260 something millimeters on this vehicle, where it's very similar actually on the other tank. So let's see if we can get some nice shells out on the T-28 Defender. There's one, there's not another. Let's back up. Yeah, I kind of figured he was going to pen me, but I really wanted to get a shell into that T-28 Defender so our team could take him out, of course. So take one for the team, but get some nice shells out. Now we got an E75 doing whatever the heck he's doing here. Of course, you know he's going to YOLO me, because don't you love that? So let's just try and squeeze our way. What the heck is he doing? I never understand tanks, but let's just try and, yeah, this is Blitz for you, everybody. I'm not sure if he knows I'm Droodles, but really, oh, we didn't pen that one? Are you serious? Okay, well, this game just hates me. I actually have no clue if he knows it's me or he's just really dumb. So we're going to see what we can do here. Let's aim it on his lower plate. No, I think he's just really bad. So there's one shell into the E75. There's two. And, of course, let's get that third one out. There we go. Nice yeet into the lower plate for 211 damage there. Not too bad so far. Man, the enemy team is one of the weirdest teams I've ever seen in Blitz. What the absolute heck just went on in this game. But, you know what? Can't complain. Okay, you know what? I guess we're not going to get much damage out in this battle either, are we? So let's aim it on the side of the Hori. Nope. Okay, and all that's left is the AMX 5100. This is not your average day in Blitz. That's all I'll say. But let's go here. There's one nice shell out. Let's get that second shell out and maybe give him a little love tap. There you go. That was a nice love tap as well. But even with this game being really weird, you still saw that I easily got out more damage than the other game. This is about 2,000-ish damage, and that was with me being YOLO rushed, a couple unfortunate bounces on the side of the E75, and we still did just about the same damage. So I do find this vehicle way more flexible because of the alpha, because of the tank's better engine power, to what I'm aware. It just seems like a better vehicle. So don't spend your money on the AMX 13 Defender. After I've played it quite a bit, it's honestly just the worst AMX 1390. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. As always, if you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and to be seeing you in the next one.